The video for April the 10th, 2017 is entitled, Liberation Requires Transformation. The next video I record with Aristo will be interesting in light of the fact that he apparently thinks parasites may have some useful purpose. I gleaned this from his Facebook comment on the previous video. As I see it, parasites take. They contribute nothing worthwhile. Besides, the so-called archons apparently cannot exist without feeding off some host. And the archon-infested humans, some call the cabal, are totally deluded. If they cannot be transformed somehow, they must be eliminated. Peaceful coexistence simply is not possible as long as they are locked into their current mindset. Again, this has been going on for millennia, with most people totally unaware and enslaved. With all my heart and soul, I want to experience real change, not the delusional kind that does not impact human experience. As I see it, be here now, even if it's an illusion, is still the only way the problem can be resolved. It's an inner and outer process. Yes, I'm not going to dwell on Aristo's comment because I'm sure in the next video he will make himself clear, as he normally does, as to what he's meaning when he says that parasites, at least the implication that I got was that they have a useful purpose. I fail to see the useful purpose, but I'll let him address that issue. In any case, as I look at the world, I see the awakening taking place. Lots and lots and lots of people are waking up, which is why they create the fake news drama. The people that are in the dark cabal, the people that have been the rulers for a long time, call anything that is opposed or different than their perspective and their agenda. They call it fake news or fake information or false. They are the liars, however. They have been lying to us folks for all of our lives, and not just our current life, but generation after generation, or I should say generation preceding generation, as far back as we can go in human history. This has been a problem that only now, with their great spying technology that they've created to spy on everything that we think and spy on us with all sorts of devices and technology. Now we are beginning to use the very technology that they've created to spy on us to awaken. And that's a terrifying thing for those that want to keep us in the dark. They didn't want us to wake up. They just wanted to know who their enemy was so they could in some way silence them. But they didn't silence David Icke. They're not going to silence me till I die. When I'm no longer here in physical form, then as far as the physical reality goes, then I'm silenced. Although there are people that have died that still continue to speak to people's hearts and minds and souls. I of course speak of Bruno Groening, but Braco may have, or Brasso, however you say B-R-A-C-O in his language, they seem to be doing something very similar. Still speaking to, well, he's still, Braco of course is still alive, but Bruno's passed from the scene a long time ago now, a generation or more ago. And yet there are still people that are receiving benefits from his life and his ministry and his healing ability by us focusing. And I want to focus on liberation and transformation. I want to focus on positive changes. I want to focus on that which is going to bring humanity peace and prosperity and fulfillment and end the nightmare of insanity that has gone on and on, where war is the most profitable business because the whole money system is corrupt. The whole money system is in error. I mean, it used to be a long time ago that they actually had money backed by something tangible, that the value didn't change. The only thing that kept changing was the money, because the money wasn't backed by anything and it had no anchor that would keep its value in place. But its value hasn't changed. It's just the dollar value, the paper value has changed, but that's an illusion. That's not only an illusion, it's a delusion. You can still buy the same, with an ounce of gold, you can still get today what you could have gotten then. It's just that when you put the monetary value on it, it looks like it's different, but that's not reality. It's still the same amount of tangible asset. And there are people saying all sorts of things that we don't have enough gold, that we don't have enough, we have more than enough to make every one of us a millionaire, and then some. That doesn't mean if everyone all of a sudden were a millionaire overnight, probably nobody would work, and then the whole thing would collapse. So there has to be a gradual unfolding, I guess, to make this dream of a better world come true. Will it be a utopia? Well, if by utopia you mean that we don't have any choice anymore, we don't have free will, then no, I guess it won't be a utopia, because I believe we must still have free will, but not free will to hurt, not free will to injure, to steal, not free will to defraud, not free will to do what the archons and the cabal and the evil elite, if you will, what they have been doing to humanity ad infinitum, going back, as I said, millennia. Folks, I want there to be an awakening, a real awakening. And I want the people who have a vision for creating peace on earth and ending war and ending the cabal's tricks, which are lies. I want to see the good manifest and come into human experience. Whether you want to call human experience an illusion or not, as I said in the blurb, so what? So what if you can show that it's just electrons and neutrons and protons and particles with empty space all around them? So what if we can scientifically prove that? It's still the human experience. The human experience hasn't changed just because we have greater scientific knowledge. And we don't gain anything by dismissing it as an illusion. No, it's something that we have to deal with if we're going to change human experience into something that is beneficial and positive for everyone, that builds instead of destroys. The only thing that needs to be destroyed are lies. That's the only thing. The truth sets us free. It's lies that enslave us. And we have been bound by lies and demonic influence for far too long. It's time to wake up. It's time for liberation. It's time for transformation. Thank you very much again for listening, and namaste.